So the past few years, we've been fortunate to head down to southern Iowa for at least a portion of the rut and hunt with Nathan Gibson. And this year, Kyle Bollock had taken a few weeks off for vacation time, and he was planning on making the trip with us. So we thought rather than do everything last second like in the years past, we'd head down there a little bit early, get things ready for November, reconnect with Nathan, hang some stands, smack a few does, and just have a good time before season really started to kick into gear. Kyle's parents' camper was sketchy, to say the least. So we crossed our fingers, said some prayers. We're hoping that the thing would just at least get us there. And we finished packing and made our way to southern Iowa.
The essence of who we are and the realities in which we stand are evidence of things unseen. And the individual frames of our life that exist between the beginning and the end are influenced with purpose. They are the shadows of the substance. They are the moments that are leading us to hallowed ground.
We're about a mile away from Nathan Gibson's house. We brought some warm weather with us, unfortunately. The forecast was calling for ideal temperatures for this time of the year. I think the highs were going to be in the low 40s, but it's a little warmer than that. But we got some doe tags in our pocket. Hunting southern Iowa, can't complain about it. We're going to be sitting in a property that hasn't been touched for 2 years. So you never know, buck could walk by, and if not, we'll throw some exoduses at some does and have a good time. Kyle Bollock's down here with the first camper ever built, and I haven't seen Nathan for a while, so it's always good to reconnect, and we'll get some stands hung and see if we can't get some tags put around some deer's ankles.
Pull in the gate like this. Last week I actually put it in my Jeep. I pulled in and went in the ditch. That's a pretty deep ditch.
Okay.
I just pulled in. And so if you sat here, you could get them. Okay. And on south wind, you'll get them. And then also, you know, this is that pinch here. There's always a buck in here.
Okay.
This right here is cedars.
Okay.
It's really thick. Really thick. I found 2 good sheds in here. And this is that pinch.
This episode of Hallowed Ground Outdoors is brought to you by Quality Archery Designs. Focus on the shot. We'll take care of the rest. Tinks. Industry-leading lures and attractants. Non-typical wildlife solutions. Protect your plot with a hot zone deer exposure system. Night muzzleloaders. Power, style, safety, and accuracy. Hoyman's extendable premium tree saws. Evolved Harvest. Grow more groceries per acre. Lakewood Products, extreme cases for the sportsman. Wild Game Innovations, nutrition, attraction, action.
I demand the best. In a game of inches, when the smallest of imperfections can mean the difference between success and failure, I feel confident knowing that every QAD Ultra Rest has been designed, manufactured and assembled right here on American soil. With unparalleled precision and uncompromised quality, the Ultra Rest is more than a piece of equipment. It's part of who we are. I shoot the Ultra Rest, America's Rest, only by Quality Archery Designs.
We hadn't been in the tree for more than 5 minutes, and actually John was still setting up the camera equipment when I look up, and you can already see deer starting to filter through. The property that we were on, the landowner wanted a few does taken out, and as this doe's coming down, working her way into shooting range, over my left shoulder I hear some footsteps coming, and I look up, and a pretty darn nice 3-year-old is making his way right underneath our stand. We watched this 3-year-old work his way off, and unfortunately for the doe, she hung up at 30 yards and was drinking some water. Just a little bit of an opening for me to sit down on the base of my tree stand and squeeze a shot off. I didn't make a good shot, and it was all my fault, you know, that the arrow skimmed just the bottom side of her belly. But she only hopped a few feet and presented me with an opportunity to knock another arrow and finish her off with a second shot.
I misranged her on the first one. Or I just shot low. She was at 27, and I messed up with the second shot, killed her, but I was down on my knees on the stand. And that was a handsome 3-year-old buck. Got an hour and a half left to shoot in, like an hour and 40 minutes. No reason why that guy's dad can't come by. If he walks by Kyle, he's dead. Oh yeah. Done. Done.
Typically, I only carry 3 arrows with me in my quiver. So I knocked the last arrow, and of course, just like it happens every single time, it's like the floodgates open up and deer start coming out of the woodwork. So I'm sitting here, doe's in range, doe tag's in my pocket, sitting on 1 arrow, but just hesitant to let it fly because you never know when that buck that you might be after is going to make his way right down your shooting lane.
I hope Kyle kills a deer tonight. first night was successful, but then the wind started to change, the weather warmed up, deer movement came to a halt. None of the stands that we'd hung were conducive for the winds that were coming up in the forecast. Nathan's kids got the flu, so we decided that it was in our best interest to head back up north. We had a great time, got to reconnect with Nathan, hang our sets, and put some meat in the freezer, and we were definitely excited to make a return trip in November.
Well, hunting season was going to be a little bit different in the Clinton house this year. We had Connor, who's 7, and he had a gun tag for deer, and Cambrie's 12, and it was her first year to bow hunt. I didn't even bother getting a tag till later on because I knew the kids were anxious to get after them. So stability is so important for us, and Caldwell makes great products that we use religiously to be steady and stable when it's time to pull the trigger.
I don't care if you're a novice hunter or if you've been hunting your whole entire life, stability is key when it comes to accuracy. Whether it's Caldwell's Deadshot Field Pod, Tree Pod, or Chair Pod, you get true bench rest accuracy directly from your tree stand or your ground blind. Each product in the Deadshot line is ultra stable, ensuring maximum accuracy, which allows you to extend your effective shooting range. Personally, I think one of the best features about these products is it allows you to have hands-free mobility. It allows you to keep your weapon in a lock position so you can get at it in a moment's notice for quick target acquisition. The Deadshot Field Pod, Tree Pod, and Chair Pod's high-quality build and innovative design allow full range of motion, allowing for a smooth swing on moving targets. The Tree Pod, the Field Pod, and Chair Pod feature vertical and horizontal adjustments, which allow a perfect fit for any size hunter and are fully adjustable to fit any firearm or crossbow. And one of the best things about the whole entire line is everything is extremely portable. The Chair Pod and the Field Pod's innovative design make them perfect for a whole variety of different situations, while the Deadshot Tree Pod's universal mounting base connects to virtually any tree stand. Caldwell's Deadshot Field Pod, Tree Pod, and Chair Pod are great tools that any hunter can utilize to help ensure that you get the accuracy you need to make that shot when the opportunity presents itself.
We practiced a lot with Connor, making sure he was efficient. We were confident in his abilities, and he was ready to get after it.
Yeah, he is 200. Oh, holy, that's humongous. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we are talking about. That big one is fighting that up.
The first couple sits taught Connor patience. We had a doe that wasn't sure if it was old enough to shoot, had a buck that walked by that wouldn't slow down enough for him, and but we knew if we were patient, sooner or later an opportunity would present itself.
What is it, buddy?
What?
What night is it?
Deer.
Deer hunting. Which season?
Youth.
Youth season. You don't have to shoot her if you don't want to, Connor.
Can I?
I said you don't have to if you don't want to.
Can I shoot the way back one?
No, the back one's a fawn. Back one's the baby. Oh, yeah, the back one there, Connor. Hold on a second, that might be the little buck, Connor.
Shoot the little buck. Is there more deer coming?
Connor, shoot that little buck. Is he? Hold on, buddy, hold on. I was looking to see if he was hit 6-pointer, but he's not.
Can I?
He's got a turn broadside.
Oh, there he goes, there he goes.
Okay,
Ready?
not yet.
Not yet.
Bat. Bat.
Slowly squeeze it.
Where'd he go? My ear.
That bright is light. That light is bright on, buddy. Well, Connor, what do you think, bud?
Good.
We go
Good
see if we
job,
got blood.
Connor.
Yay, Connor Bear, your first
His
deer.
face on.
Connor and I had a great fall. He got to kill his first deer, and as a father, all you hunters know that the first deer with your son or daughter is a true blessing and something we will never, ever, ever forget. Ever. Ever. Forever, ever.
Nice shot, buddy.
He's a 2.
He's a 2-pointer, huh?
Dad, did I aim right here?
Yeah, you did. You aimed right there.
Yeah.
Right there he was.
I aimed, like,
Whammo.
right in here.
Well, we'll have to grab him by the big antlers and drag him out of here, bud.
Oh, my friend. Connor's first buck.
Good job, buddy.
We're not taking a picture.
We're not taking a picture. He was posing, huh? Very nice.
Whoa.
That deer okay, bud?
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. You did it, man. Give me some skin.
Woohoo.
Woo, doggy. You did her.
Now we don't have to buy anything at the store.
Nope, we got lots of meat for the freezer, don't we, buddy?
I got a freezer.
Oh, freezer's gonna be really full. It is. It's gonna be super full. I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job.
This episode brought to you by Bloodsport Archery, 100% carbon, hand-sorted premium arrows. Hellground Outdoors is brought to you by Dave Smith Decoys, the highest quality decoys on the market, made in the USA. So John's daughter Cambrie is 12 years old, and she's no stranger to hunting. She's been around it her whole entire life. She's been on the show. She's got a handful of good bucks underneath her belt, and being the older sister, she was not going to be outdone by her younger brother. She had her sights set on harvesting her first deer with a bow this year, and that's exactly what she intended to do.
So we try to get out with Cambrie as much as possible, and picking her up after school, get to the stand, usually late, and I've been seeing some does, a few bucks. Nothing really presented her with a great shot. She wanted to shoot something with antlers. And then one day, mid-November, it just all came together.
That's a nice deer. Yeah, I just need to get closer. Here, Dad, take the binoculars. Take them quick. Another buck coming. I can't. Which one? Which one? You do it. You do it. I can't do it. It's 40 yards. I mean, I'm... Why not? Yeah. I never saw.
Your first deer with a bow.
That's a good shot.
Good.
I mean, I couldn't get it back at first. You see,
I know, it was stuck on the bow hanger.
it was still.
Yeah. Boy, he was running like you cranked him.
I shot a little far back though,
Did
just a little bit.
Well,
I
did
mean,
you see blood coming out of his chest?
no, I could see the arrow just wedged in him.
Oh, nice.
That was quick.
And you know the best part?
What?
He ran towards the four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Congratulations, babe.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Okay, it was like right when he was walking in, I could just feel my heart going. Ding, ding, ding. I was like, oh snap! I hope I don't pass out. I gotta tell Mom.
Oh yeah, we'll call.
I gotta tell Mom.
When we finally found the deer, you know, just emotions, being happy for her. She's always wanted to shoot with her bow. She keeps asking every year, and then she got to do it. She did it, and season the first, Connor killed his first buck. Cambrie shot a nice buck with a bow, her first one as well. So, as a father and a hunter, gosh, doesn't get any better.
The definition of success can differ from hunter to hunter, but whether it's your first deer or your 100th deer, I think the one thing that we all started off with was that common passion. It's not always about harvesting that giant buck. So whether it's a road trip with your buddies, whether it's watching someone experience something for the first time, As hunters, we just have an awesome opportunity to be out every single day in God's creation. And I think sometimes the greatest joys are found in those little things.
Well, this old truck takes me down this gravel road.
Hunter learned a lesson that
If the
day,
dust all
and
settles, I find
I
myself
spanked him when we got home. He won't do that again. He won't miss again.
To an old oak tree and an old deer stand. It's a place
In his mouth. He has a leaf in his mouth. There's a leaf in his. Oh, that's
where
a
I'm
toe.
born again as sunrise by His amazing grace. A peace and a purpose I have found in this sanctuary, my hallowed ground. And I am standing on this hallowed ground, where I was born, and it's where they lay me down. If anybody asks where I can be found, you tell them out right here on this hallowed ground. Yeah, out here on this hallowed ground. Yeah, I was standing on this hallowed ground.
Famous little two-pointer.
Closed captioning is provided by the all-new Ameristep Crush Enforcer, featuring the patented Lightspeed single hub frame, making setup and takedown quick and easy. The all-new Ameristep Crush Enforcer.